Greetings, YouTube. It is my birthday month. It is the Ides of March. It is the month of March. And because it is the month of March, we have ourselves a new daily calendar across so many different progression levels to discuss. You can see a Tier 5 basic daily card is the highlight of the in-game banners that go across the screen. And there it is indeed. So, as always, we are going to grade each one, starting with the cheapest and moving left until the priciest of options, and then we'll kind of discuss at the end of this video what progression levels are best suited for what and what the grades are depending on where your roster is. So for $30, you get essentially by the end of the month what looks to be 5 Tier 4 basics, 3 immediately, and then 2 more by the end of the month because you get 2,400, which is not a lot, of Tier 4 basic Kalos fragments per day. 3 Tier 4 class Kalos fragment crystals, which are really nothing in the grand scheme of things. 5 Tier 1 alphas, which Kabam said just yesterday was worth $10. And any gold? Oh, a Tier 4 class Kalos. This is one of those things where Kabam, $30 is the same price of what you've given us for generic rank up deals to take a 5-star to rank 3 or a 4-star to rank 5. And that includes multiple Tier 4 class catalysts. And so really, you want this to be a selector. I think this is a deal that is probably worth at the most $20, but really $15, and it's just double what the price of it should be. If this was a Tier 4 class catalyst selector versus a crystal, I could sort of justify it with a little bit higher grade, but right now, given the $30 price tag, I'm going to put this at a generous D- for beginning players who aren't going to get Tier 4 basics easily or Tier 1 alphas, but in general, this Tier 4 class Kalos crystal is just should be a selector. It just should be. It's kind of criminal that it's not. All right, now the Superior Catalyst daily card for $50. A fully formed Tier 2 alpha by the end of the month. More Tier 4 class Kalos fragment crystals, which are worth nothing. 3 Tier 4 class Catalyst selectors, which when you think about that generic rank up gem for $30 that I just talked about, it's really the same thing because you need 3 Tier 4 class catalysts to take a 5-star to rank 3 or 4-star to rank 5. An additional Tier 2 alpha, which brings the price tag back up for Tier 2 alphas at $25 a piece. But really, it's more than that when you consider that it takes a full month to form another one. And then $20 worth of gold. Kabam is being so cheap. They're like Scrooge McDuck when it comes to gold. And on the right deal, there's no gold even included in the $30 one. And this should be at minimum 500,000 gold. And that's just what we've been given in gold every year since I've been doing this in like 2016. So, wow. This is another deal. It's just so overpriced. Kabam would charge this before the Glory Store changes and the daily calendar changes where you get so many more Tier 2 Alpha Kalos fragments, even from daily crystals, depending on your progression level. Wow. Yeah, this is another deal. I really feel like this deal, if you want it to be an amazing deal, it should be the price of the right side deal. It should be $30, but Kabam wants to make a lot of money off it. This is obviously for people who are tempted to rank up champions because they're so close to, say, taking a 5-star to rank 4. Those of you uncollected out there who are really trying to take a 5-star to rank 4, and I hear that that's really what you're looking at, Tier 2 alphas are tough to come by, but you should be getting at least 2.5 for this price, particularly because you have to wait a whole month to form the second one. I'm going to give this another probably generous 60%. Really, both these could easily be Fs. All right, finally, a $70 deal gets you over the course of a month a little bit more than a fully formed Tier 5 basic, since a fully formed Tier 5 basic is 45,000 fragments, and this is certainly something that is slightly over that. But again, spoiler alert for a video I'm posting today, in free solo Supreme crystals, I destroyed the RNG for the first time ever this weekend when I opened them. And so I got like half this deal for free, like $35 worth of Tier 5 basic according to Kabam. Now, the fact that this isn't a selector could really determine whether a great number of subscribers purchase this. Summoners are looking to, of course, take a 6-star to rank 3. These crystals are RNGesus based. The algorithm bases the class. And so many people are going to not get the class they need. Whereas if this was a selector, they actually might sell like literally thousands more. 2 Tier 2 Alpha, which still puts the price tag of those at $35 a piece. And no gold? Are you kidding me? So just to give you a heads up, YouTube, just to compare, we have seen a $50 bundle that's not a daily card. You get everything right now of a fully formed Tier 5 Basic or 45,000 Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments and a 10% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector for $50. Yeah, maybe it didn't have Tier 2 Alpha, but those are so easy to get now if you are especially Cavalier or Thronebreaker with your Glory, that's not a huge loss. This is something that I don't even think should be $50. I think this should be $40. This is a Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystal. Keep in mind that for $40, we got that Selector, even though Cosmic was ignored randomly for hours after it was released. The Selector that was anywhere from 5% to 25%. Some of you got like 7% or 14%, what you sent me. But compare that to this. Like, Kabam's got to realize with these Catalyst Daily cards, the only thing that summoners really care about at the top are Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments. And so they need to select them. And once again, uncollected is the cutoff for this because they want a lot of people to buy them, but I just don't think they will. Now, uncollected, as usual, you all do have the best deal technically because it's hardest for you to get Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments and Tier 2 Alphas and Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments, but I still don't even think this is a C grade for you. I think for uncollected, maybe you can say it's a D, but for Cavalier and Thronebreaker, it's like an F-. And then Conqueror players, everybody in general, I know Kabam is trying to reset expectations. It's important that they do that after Cyber Weekend because everybody is so amazed at the values of Cyber Weekend that Kabam has to remind the community, hey, that was like a once or twice a year thing on July 4th and Cyber Weekend and maybe spring cleaning event, but that is not what a normal deal is. So we're going to remind you in 2021, we're going to spend the first couple months just reminding you of what you should pay normally if you are impatient and need rank up materials. But, I mean, these deals, seriously, if you put them out 2 years ago, I don't think there would be a crazy rush to get them. Not even for the 5% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystal because, again, it's a crystal. It's not a selector. So, answer me this, YouTube. If this was a selector, would you be tempted to buy it? Would it have to be for $70 at least a 10% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment selector to buy it? I have seen some of you who bought the $40 deal, and you're like less than 1,000 Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments of that specific class short of forming that class catalyst to take a 6-star to rank 3. So you're looking at this saying, this could be what I need, but it's a crystal. So the odds of landing on the class you need are almost zero, especially because the algorithm tends to favor the class you need least. So don't let Kabam take a lot of money, especially for those of you out there who your conversion rate currency is far worse against the dollar than most, like Canada, where Kabam is. Just save your money on these. I have yet to see in 2021 a monthly calendar deal I'm excited to promote, and that sucks because, I mean, I'm a player. I love to give Kabam my money, but not just to give them my money. I have to have them earn it, and today they are not earning anything. Sadly, all these deals don't even reach average prices, and that is a continued theme so far of Kabam's marketing in 2021.